All right, welcome. I'm Jose. I'm the developer of Roam Memo. For those that don't know, Roam Memo is a new plugin for Roam that does space repetition. So this is it. I built it a couple weeks ago, and right away the big issue is that there are a lot of folks who've been using Roam SR, which is the now deprecated OG space repetition plugin for Roam. This is what inspired Roam Memo for me. And so, I have a ton of data that I want to migrate over to Roam Memo. And so I built a little utility to do just that. All right. So if you go to settings and go to the memo settings, you'll now see this new row here. And when you launch that, this is the tool now that'll help you migrate your data over from Roam SR to Roam Memo. So now for the instructions on how to do this, it's all in the README. So if you go to the README, you can follow these instructions and you'll be good to go. I'm going to walk you through them here, but you don't have to sit and watch. You can just go and do this yourself if you want. But for those that want to follow along, here we go. So before you get started, just be extra safe. Just copy your data, make a backup, just in case you don't like the import for whatever reason. So, all right, how do I get out of this? All right, there we go. Just escape works. Cool. So this is some data that I've already began generating from using the tool. So this is before I migrated any data over. And that's okay. It'll all get merged in at the end, right? So if you already have data and you want to protect it, just go to the Roam Memo page and just make a backup of it. And you can do that as simply as just copy paste and then just call this backup so there's no conflict, and that should be good to go, right? Just keep that there, just in case you don't like how we update your original data. Okay, so that's just to be extra safe. Now, the next step is you want to generate an API key, and I have instructions for that right here. This is, the Roam folks who created this awesome guide. But the TLDR is you want to go to this domain, sign in if you're not signed in already, and then you'll be able to go to settings, and there's a graph tab where you can generate an API token, which is what the plugin will use to migrate over your data. Okay, so I've already opened, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. So I've already opened that tab over here and I've already signed in. I've already generated a token, but I'm gonna repeat it here for you. So just go to graph, you'll see this new section here. Did I do that too fast, by the way? Just go to settings, make sure that you're on this URL, right? So not the regular Roam research, but this subdomain here, okay? Then go to settings, graph, and I've already done that there, but I'll do it again. So I'll delete that token that I already created. You'll probably see this screen. Click new API token, give it a label. I'll just call it memo. The important part is that it has to have edit access. Without this, I can't, record the import. So once you have edit, go ahead and click create and copy your token by just clicking that icon right there. And just remember that later you can come here and delete this. And in fact, I recommend that you come here and delete this token unless you're going to be using it for something else. It won't be necessary after the import. So just to be safe. Okay, so once you have your token, go back to your regular Roam research graph. And again, let's go back to settings. This time, let's go to memo. And let's launch our tool. Now we have a token that we can paste in here. Go ahead and paste that and hit fetch. And just while we fetch, just if this takes a little longer for you, that's okay. Just go ahead and wait. It's a free server that I have spun up. It goes to sleep whenever there's no activity. Just hang tight, and it'll eventually wake up and return some data. So in fact, I think that's exactly what's happening here. That's just a free server that just takes a while to spin up. But once it does, you'll get here. And this is where you can preview the import before it happens. So you'll notice for this one right here, we found 2 practice sessions, and we merged in 7 new sessions, right? So you see these are the old records that you'd created with Roam SR, and all the ones with the new tag or the new emoji, those are the ones that you already created with Memo that'll get merged in with the old data, okay? So that's how to sort of read this, right? So you can, take a look at these, make sure it all looks good. If it does, then, hit import, right? Press import, and, this will take a while, right? Because it needs to synchronize. So you don't have to wait. You can go do something else, come back, and yeah, once it's done, you'll have all your Roam data synced, right? So what I'll do is I'll pause here, and once it's done, I'll record again and I'll show you the final product. All right, so we're done now. So I'm gonna go ahead and click close. Actually, before I click close, it's worth noting that if for whatever reason you refresh or you close this modal, it's completely fine. The only reason you're waiting is to confirm synchronization, right? That all the data that we ship to the back end has synchronized to your browser, right? So that's all we're waiting for. So if you close this, no worries, just wait. You won't know how long you'll have to wait, but you'll be able to tell usually from, this little green icon here, right? But anyway, here you have it. As you can see, all your data has been imported. Your backup is here without the import, and you see now we have 34 new cards, and yeah, you can get going. If it was good, you can it just works. All right, y'all. Cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, just reach out to me on Twitter, Reddit. I'm also in the Roam Slack channel, so you can reach out to me there too. But yeah, that's it. Have a good one, y'all.